Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
See me, Harold Phillips, your shelter insurance agent on the east side of the Taylorville Square, or click my icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
If you're looking for the latest in local hunting and fishing information, then join us for Central Illinois Outdoors with me, Jared White, Saturday morning at 10, Sunday morning at 6 here on WTIM. Every weekend, we'll offer detailed Central Illinois fishing reports, and I'll invite you to share your favorite stories as well. Central Illinois Outdoors with me, Jared White, every weekend here on WTIM and on demand at CentralIllinoisOutdoors.com. Brought to you by Bob Ridings in Pana, the Clinton, Illinois Chamber of Commerce and Tourism Bureau, and Locked and Loaded in Pana.
Find out all the goods or services provided by the Christian County YMCA, 900 McAdam Drive in Taylorville by clicking their icon on the obituaries page of TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
I'm Rose Ruhal, owner of your local Visiting Angels office. We're now offering personalized in-home care to Christian and Shelby counties. Find out more by clicking our icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Your information station, WTIM.
It's the WTIM Morning Show. I'm Avery Cooper. Your stream brought to you by Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark, and People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first. You'll find the streams online on the TaylorvilleDailyNews.com Facebook or on YouTube at WTIM TV. Well, the new year is in full swing, and it's time to start thinking about maybe some education resolutions, or maybe you are a high school student thinking about joining a community college, and I have Lincoln Land Community College Taylorville Director Dee Kruger in studio to talk all about that. Great to have you back here, Dee.
Thanks for having us.
So, spring semester in full swing. When did that start?
Spring semester started January 9th. I think we're in week 4, starting week 4. And then the 8-week classes, we're halfway through those already. They'll end in mid-March, and then another session will start. We do have some classes that start in mid-March that are still open and available. So if you don't want to procrastinate, time is now, because they start March 13th. Some of those classes are like the Intro to Social, Human Development, State and Local Government, Intro to Humanities, Speech, and Interpersonal Communication. The interpersonal communication is really kind of a neat course. I almost wanted to take it after I read the course description in detail, but it looks at people's, get their hand movements, their gestures, the tone of voice, how to deal with conflict. So it's just a good overall course. And if you want to take that, it begins mid-March. And then we also have support for our students this spring, like we always do, but there is a Smart Start seminar that is today at 2:30. It's free for students. They'll learn about transitioning to college, time management, taking effective notes, staying motivated. I need to go to that one sometimes.
Me too.
But in that Start Smart seminar, they'll learn all about that stuff for about an hour. And hopefully we've got several students signed up, and we'll have a few more by the time it starts. We also have an academic success professional to support students. She is there every Thursday. She comes down from our main campus in Springfield at the Center for Academic Success. She can help students with note-taking, going over their actual assignments, learning how to study for different courses, because it's different to study for human anatomy than it is for history.
Very much so.
So
with those Start Smart programs, are you going to have more of those in the future? Or?
I think we'll have one each beginning of every semester.
Okay.
Because it really needs to happen kind of at the beginning of the semester so they can get organized and everything like that.
Help me visualize what happens at that. It sounds like an orientation of sorts, right?
It sort of is, but we go into more study skills, tutoring, those kinds of things. We may learn what kind of learner you are. Help students with course content too. Okay. They have specialists for different courses. So if you need help in math, they have an academic success professional for math, and that's all she does. And then we can get in contact with her virtually if we need to.
Sounds like this academic support advisor, is this a new position or somebody new entering the college?
No, they've always had them in Springfield.
Okay.
And pre-COVID, we had them visit once a week, and then it kind of died during COVID there, obviously.
Right.
And so we started up back this fall.
Okay. And they are there to answer any questions for any students at LLCC Taylorville.
Exactly.
Excellent. Well, anything else that you'd like to cover with spring semester before we go on into our next topic of
I
discussion?
think that about covers
Okay.
it.
What the next topic of discussion? College Now.
Yes,
Tell me a
we
little bit more about College Now. What
always
is it?
have to talk about College Now. College Now is a program where high school students can leave their high school in the afternoon and take college classes for college credit. Sometimes they also get credit for elective credit at their high school, but that's between them and their high school. I don't want to talk about that. But they do get college credit. I have 2 more students that are actually graduating college before high school, Ayla Ward and Darian Ippolito. So I'm very proud of those 2. They worked very hard to get everything done, and they didn't take slack classes either. I mean, they really worked hard on their degree. But we do have a College Now info night for parents, students, anyone that wants to attend. It's coming up on Wednesday, February 1st at 5 o'clock at Lincoln Lane in Taylorville on Spresser Street.
So you can complete your 2-year college degree in high school if you have the right circumstances
Right.
and you work at it the right way, work with the correct advisors, take the right classes, etc. But
Correct.
that is possible.
That is possible, very possible. It's for those students that are really motivated. I
Mhm.
mean, you have to be really motivated to do that, obviously. And a lot of those students, they do other things like CEO. And you know how big a not problem, but how big of an assignment that is for CEO by itself. And then you add on these 2 college classes and, and maybe take an extra one.
Right.
So you can get done early, and it's, they really work hard at it.
Can College Now be applied to trade classes or?
We have CNA, if you call that trade. It's kind of in the middle there. And we do have the welding program. We haven't had a daytime welding program in a while, but I'm hoping that we'll pick up some students so we can offer welding during the day.
Excellent.
Our nighttime welding is strong, but daytime we need to get some high school students in there.
Yeah. What kind of student? You mentioned the very motivated types of students. What kind of, dive into that a little bit more. What kind of students are a good fit for College Now?
They have to be self-motivated, obviously, because the teacher's not going to stand over them and say, you have to do this now, you have to do that next week. So being very motivated, able to learn on your own, because especially if you're taking an online class, you have to be able to learn on your own. You're going to read the book, obviously. Some courses have lectures, and that helps a lot. But that kind of student that really wants to learn, is really motivated to get out of college quickly to go on to be in their university setting.
What should parents or their support system, by their support system, I mean the student support system, know about College Now before that student enters into College Now?
It's not as easy as you think. I have a lot of students who get a culture shock that very first couple weeks, because it's not high school, and we don't act like it's high school, and we expect to be treated like it's not high school. Sometimes we have to have that conversation in the first couple weeks. Also, there's no late assignments, and it seems like these COVID, I don't want to call them COVID kids, but COVID students, they really lost that during COVID, being able to do that. So that's very important.
Yeah. And so just having that conversation with them. I know so I did something similar. It was called something different, but I did something similar. My first quarter, terrible. I mean, my professors weren't very happy with me. And then they kind of had that conversation. And then I turned it around and started doing A's. And the same professors were like, I knew it was just an adjustment.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's all it is. It's going to be an adjustment.
Because you're on your own and you don't have a timetable for anything. And you can just, sleep in, forget to go to class, all kinds of things.
Right.
I'm sure you never did that.
No, never. No one's going to make you go to class. And that's the blessing and curse of college.
Exactly.
Big curse, more so for me than it was for the blessing part. Anyway, before we run into a timeout, anything else that you'd like to reiterate or touch on before we head into that quick break?
Just talk about that Smart Start seminar today at 2:30.
Okay.
It's free. Students can just show up. No problem at all. And they'll learn a lot of cool things, including staying motivated.
And that is a big one in college. I have LLCC Taylorville Director Dee Kruger here on the show to talk about all the great things happening at Lincoln Land Community College in Taylorville. Your stream brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark.
WTIM.
WTIM, the Big 870 across central Illinois, 96.1 FM in Christian County, 107.5 FM in Shelby County, and 107.9 in the Payne and Nokomis area.
Is coming to the Cowden Herrick Beecher City School District.
It's the WTIM School Spotlight.
Broadcasting live from the Herrick District office on Monday, January 30th from 9 till 10 in the morning.
Listen as we visit the superintendent and administration, talking about the great things they're doing for students
when we bring the Cowden Herrick Beecher City School Spotlight to the Herrick School District on Monday, January 30th from 9 till 10.
This WTIM School Spotlight stop is brought to you by
Miller Oil Company, located at 271 North State Highway 128 in Cowden. First State Bank of Beecher City, located at 101 South Charles in Beecher City, and Miller Farm Repair, located at 1813 East 100 North Road in Beecher City.
If you're 40 and over, you'll recognize these artists by their first names. Frank, Dean, Sammy, Andy, Nat, Diana, Michael. Well, here's the big news. You can now hear Central Illinois' largest music library with over 3,500 songs on air and online at 965thechill.com. Tune in on the FM dial in Christian County and on your computer or smartphone. Hear these great artists and many more 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on 965thechill.com.
Save money and buy local for all types of flooring at
Taylorville Home Source Design Center on East Park near the driver's license office.
From carpet and luxury vinyl plank and tile
to hardwood, ceramic, and more.
Save money and buy local for bathroom flooring and kitchen at
Taylorville Home Source Design Center on East Park near the driver's license office.
Chip Flory here, inviting you to join the conversation as we tackle the current issues of agriculture every weekday morning at 10:06 on the Talk of Central Illinois, News Talk WTIM. I host AgriTalk, the nation's longest-running interview show dedicated to discussing agriculture issues with the newsmakers and include you in the conversation via our toll-free number. We're here weekdays mornings at 10:06. We are AgriTalk.
Hi, this is Jared White, host of Central Illinois Outdoors, inviting you to find us on the internet. We are up and running at centralillinoisoutdoors.com. You can jump on there to find our Catch of the Week segment. Also, our archive shows. After they air on the weekend, you can find them every Monday at centralillinoisoutdoors.com. So listen when you can. You can also find us on Facebook. Just search Central Illinois Outdoors. Central Illinois Outdoors on Facebook or at centralillinoisoutdoors.com. We'll see you there.
Craig's Realtors continues to be the market leader in 2022 with more properties sold than anyone else. Owner Steve Craig's here, and we'd love to go to work for you. Find out how by clicking on our icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Find out about all the products and services offered by Dan Rizzo, your American Family Insurance agent in Taylorville, by clicking their icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Your information station, WTIM.
Welcome back to the WTIM Morning Show. I'm Avery Cooper. Your stream brought to you by Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark, and People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first. Lincoln Land Community College Taylorville Director Dee Kruger in studio, and she's here to talk about all the things that Lincoln Land Community College in Taylorville offers. One of those things, Dee, you have Microsoft Office training, which it's a pretty nice resume line to say that you are Microsoft Office certified. So give me the details.
We won't get anybody certified, but it will get them skills so they could take the test if they want to be certified. It'll probably involve a little more study, but we offer these. I don't want to say they're just for fun, but they're offered for business people, kind of. Anybody that wants to upgrade their skills, enhance their productivity, just have confidence in using Microsoft Office products. We start off with Word, Microsoft Word. There's level 1 and level 2. It's 8 hours of training for $149. That does include the reference book you can take back with you. So you may not remember how to do something, but you remember it's going to happen, so you can find it in the book. We start those in Wednesday, March 1st. Sign up is available anytime. Excel we do, and then PowerPoint, and then finally Outlook. I have the agendas for each of those classes because I am the teacher. I am so excited to be back in the classroom to start with. I am, because it's been a while since I've been in the classroom, and I'm excited. These are what we call community education courses. So they're non-credit, but they're just for fun. And you do learn a lot of skills. I mean, I am tired by the end of the day, and I know they are too, because we cram in so much stuff. And that's why I say you may not remember how to do something, but you know it is available. So you can look back in your book and find that information. I'm just excited. We only need like 4 or 5 people to have the classes.
Okay.
So then I can customize things too, maybe. If they have a problem at work, they need help with an Excel, maybe I can help, troubleshoot that for them. So we want to customize it to the students as much as we can in the classroom.
I know in high school, they made me certify in like Office, I think Word, Excel, and PowerPoint with it. I think you had options for a couple others,
Right.
But that's high school. And quite frankly, I'm not sure how to put in a function into an Excel spreadsheet. So how many people do you see like me who need a refresher, or how many, and compared to how many people do you see that are learning for the first time?
Sure. And in this class is for those that learn for the first time, or those that want to enhance their skills. We assume you know how to use a mouse, but that's about it.
Right.
We're not going to assume too many skills there. And some of it is having to do with working smarter. I mean, you may know how to do an Excel sheet, but are you using the power of Excel to do exactly what you need it to do? And learning maybe a smarter way to work. That's the goal of some of these classes as well. You may know how to create a spreadsheet, but you don't know how to do graphs. So we can help with that. We will get into a few financial functions. I'm not a mathematician, so we won't get too deep into that. We'll let Excel do the work for us. But it is great. I mean, for budgets, Excel is just a powerful tool for a lot of different things.
Budgets is a big thing I still use Excel for.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Anything else that you feel like this office training workshop is it a workshop? I'd say it's a class. It's more of a class.
Yeah.
Anything else that people should know about it before they sign up?
It's going to be a lot of fun, of course, because I'm the teacher. What can we say? I
guess when should they sign up by?
They should sign up at least a week before the classes start. So the first one's March 1st. So I would say by the end of February, near the end of February. And they can sign up, by calling Lincoln Land in Taylorville at 217-786-2754, or they can sign up online. There is I don't have the website on me, but if you just go out to Lincoln Land's website and search for Microsoft Office training, it will come right up.
Lincoln Land Community College also hosts a lot of events for the community and students. What do you have planned in the next few months?
We have a campus visit day coming up on February 20th. Springfield does their campus visit day a little bit different than we do because we don't have all the staff, obviously. And we want to have it all on the same day, so we can't share staff either. So what we do in Taylorville is we kind of have a personalized event. So if you do want to come out campus visit day and sign up for it in Taylorville, you'll be contacted to set up a time to come out and meet with our enrollment coordinator to go over everything that they may have questions about. And then once they're ready to register, of course, she'll turn them over to me as their coach, and we'll get them into classes.
Excellent. And you also are enrolling students for summer as well right now.
We sure are.
Well, tell me more about it.
Summer starts February 22nd, which is right around the corner, it feels like. We just get done with fall or spring, and then summer starts. Summer's classes start in June. They only run for 8 weeks, so you still have time for vacation before that 8 weeks and after that 8 weeks. Summer classes are great to take just something that's harder for you, or take a couple easy classes. It just depends. Some people take micro in the summer. I don't know that I would choose to take microbiology in the summer, but they do, and they're successful at it.
Okay. Couple of self-serving questions.
Sure.
Not for me, but for my partner.
Sure.
She's trying to get into vet school, and she's looking for a good avenue to retake some classes.
Right.
Do you have organic chemistry at any point?
Yes.
You do? Okay.
We have organic 1 and 2 in Springfield.
Excellent. What about biochem?
No.
No biochem.
No.
All right.
Nope.
Something else I'd like to ask educators as a whole, just while we have a couple of minutes, what are you reading right now?
What am I reading right now?
If anything, I suppose. I picked up Lord of the Flies recently.
Yeah, well, I read Fairy Tale by Stephen King.
Yeah,
most recently.
I love Stephen King.
I do too, and there's a new one coming out in September, October, so I'm excited for that.
Okay.
I'm kind of a closet reader because I just read Stephen King. It seems like, or people of that genre.
Yeah.
And then there's always plenty to read in education, and my
Of course,
boss never
there's a lot of
ceases
work
to send me plenty of things to read about education.
Right. There's work reading.
Yes,
Right.
that is something too. And I guess I'm a geek because I kind of enjoy the work reading sometimes.
I hear you. You learn something new.
Especially with college right now, it's really a different thing than it used to be, because we used to have students all the time, and now we're really struggling to get those students.
I hear you.
Because there's less people out there to get. So that's very important.
You said Firefly though, right? Fairy Tale.
Fairy Tale.
Yeah, Fairy Tale by Stephen King. I'm gonna have to go take a look at that when I'm done with Lord of the Flies.
Nice.
That's Lincoln Land Community College Taylorville Director Dee Kruger here on the WTIM Morning Show. Thank you so much, Dee.
Thank you.
Your stream brought to you by Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark, and People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first. You'll find those streams online on the TaylorvilleDailyNews.com Facebook or on YouTube at WTIM TV. You are listening to the WTIM Morning Show and on the TaylorvilleDailyNews.com Facebook or on YouTube at WTIM TV.
WTIM.
The Big 870 WTIM Assumption Taylorville, 96.1 W2.